More dangerous than pork? 10 healthy foods slowly killing you. Most people treat pork like the ultimate villain. We avoid it like the plague because of the fat, the cholesterol, and the fear of heart disease. And hey, that's a great start. You're looking out for yourself. But here's the problem. While you're busy dodging the bacon, there's a much bigger traitor sitting right in the middle of your kitchen table. The health halo trap. I'm talking about the foods we've been told are safe. The stuff with the healthy labels, your morning smoothies, those store-bought salad dressing, the granola bars you grab on the go. Believe it or not, some of these can be even more damaging to your body than a slice of pork belly. Why? Because they hide behind a health halo, masking massive amounts of sugar, sodium, and chemicals that your body wasn't designed to handle. Now look, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to arm you with the truth, because if you truly care about your health and the well-being of your family, you need to know what's actually happening inside your system. In today's video, we're exposing the everyday foods that look perfectly normal, foods you probably eat every single day, but are silently wreaking havoc on your heart, your brain, and your liver. And stick around, because the final item on this list, it is hands down the biggest shocker. You might even be eating it right now. But before we dive into the countdown, do me a quick favor. If you want to stay ahead of the game when it comes to your health, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It's the best way to make sure you never miss a life-changing update. Are you ready to see what's really in your pantry? Let's reveal the first food on our list. Food number 1, the processed health trap. First up on our list, and this is a big one, processed meat alternatives. I'm talking about those hot dogs, deli hams, and luncheon meats. You've seen them in the grocery aisle with labels that scream chicken or turkey. Subconsciously, our brains see that turkey label and think it's a safe stamp. We tell ourselves, hey, it's not red meat, so I can eat as much as I want. But this perspective is misguided. The label says poultry, yet when you check the fine print, you find a list of unpronounceable ingredients like nitrates and phosphates. The real, silent killer, sodium. Processed meats are soaked in salt to extend shelf life. Doctors warn that this sodium can lead to high blood pressure and heart disease, especially at breakfast. Ironically, we avoid pork for its fat, but consume turkey hot dogs loaded with sodium and chemicals. Which one is truly the dirty food? Think back to the food your mom or your G-Tan mom used to cook. When they made a simply pork stew, you knew exactly what went into that pot. Water, veggies, meat, and spices. These modern processed meats are more manipulated than any home-cooked meal could ever be. They are engineered to be addictive and cheap, not to be healthy. So here's the million-dollar question. Which would you rather trust? A piece of fresh meat where you can see the grain, or a pink rubbery tube labeled safe that was made in a factory 6 months ago? If you want a real alternative, go for the basics. Fresh fish, eggs, tofu, or just a simply home-cooked meal. Trust me, nothing beats a fresh grilled fish or a sizzling plate of tofu with a side of soy vinegar dip. It's not just about the taste, it's about the peace of mind knowing exactly what is entering your body. Next time someone offers you that healthy luncheon meat, remember, sometimes the simplest home-cooked meal is 1,000 times safer than the processed lie. Your heart will thank you for it. Food number 2, the instant noodle trap. Number 2 on our list is something almost everyone has in their pantry right now. Instant noodles and packaged foods. They're cheap, they're lightning fast, and let's be honest, they taste amazing. It's the ultimate survival food for students, busy parents, and anyone on a budget. But here's the scary reality. These noodles have a longer shelf life than most people's patience. Have you ever wondered how a block of noodles can sit in a plastic bag for 2 years and still look fresh? It's because it isn't just food anymore. It's a chemical masterpiece designed to survive a nuclear winter, but your body wasn't designed to digest it. The sodium bomb and the kidney strain. When you rip open that flavor packet, you aren't just adding beef or chicken flavor, you're dropping a sodium bomb into your system, hitting nearly 100% of your daily recommended salt intake in a single bowl. Think of your kidneys as your body's filtration staff, forced to work overtime every time you slurp that salty broth. Do this occasionally, your body recovers. But 3 or 4 times a week, the staff burns out and the machine breaks down. Is instant worth it when it compromises your long-term health? Healthy doesn't have to be complicated. Consider sautéed water spinach, kangkong, or fried eggs with soy sauce. It takes just a bit longer than boiling a kettle, but the benefits are huge. When you cook at home, you control the salt, choose the oil, and avoid unpronounceable ingredients. It may lack the flashy branding of a neon noodle cup, but every bite makes your body feel lighter, not weighed down by preservatives. So, the next time you reach for that instant noodle pack in a rush, just pause. Ask yourself if you're saving time or borrowing it from your future health. Real flavor isn't in a silver foil packet. It's in the choices you make for your well-being. Be honest, are you an instant noodle lover? Type 1 in the comments. If you've quit them, type 0 and let me know where you're watching from. Let's keep this conversation going. Food number 3, the low-fat. Lie. Coming in at number 3, and a master of deception, are low-fat and no-cholesterol drinks. You see that 0% fat label and think, jackpot, this is safe. But this is where we trip up. Marketing experts know that removing fat makes food taste like cardboard, so they pump it full of sugar. They swap a bit of natural fat for a mountain of refined sweetness. Think about those fancy milk teas that are basically liquid desserts or flavored coffees with more sugar than a slice of chocolate cake. It's fat-free, but it's a biological nightmare. Flooding your system with this fat-free sugar water leads to 3 negative consequences. First, your blood sugar goes on a vertical climb. You're essentially walking a tightrope. One spike too many, and you're falling straight into insulin resistance. Second, your liver gets absolutely slammed. Think of your liver as a warehouse worker. It's trying to process all that liquid sugar into energy, but it's getting overloaded. Eventually, it can't keep up, and that's how you end up with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And third, total body inflammation. Have you ever woken up with a puffy face or felt unusually heavy and stiff in the mornings? That's the sugar hangover. Your body is literally swollen from the inside out because it's trying to deal with the chemical stress. Here's the shocking truth. Many sugary low-fat drinks are more dangerous than the natural fat in a piece of pork. Natural fat serves a purpose. It helps with hormone production and keeps you full. But refined sugar, it offers 0 benefits. It's just empty debt your body pays back with interest. We fear a little fat while letting excess sugar walk through the front door in colorful plastic bottles. So, how do we fix the habit? It's simpler than you think. Option 1, water. It's free, it's perfect, and half the time you think you're hungry for a snack, your body is actually just begging for a glass of water. Option 2, unsweetened tea. Green tea or herbal blends give you that flavor kick and a boost of antioxidants without the crash. And option 3, black coffee. If you need that caffeine fix, go plain. No cream, no sugar, no complications, just pure energy. Remember, low fat doesn't mean safe. Sometimes the most nutritious choice is the simplest one. Don't be afraid of natural fats. Be terrified of hidden sugars. Stick to what's natural, and your liver will thank you for it. Food number 4, the breakfast cereal. Scam coming in at number 4, and a staple in almost every household, are healthy breakfast cereals. The bright, colorful boxes display images of fresh fruit and claim to be whole grain, heart healthy, and vitamin enriched, as if pleading, "Trust me, I'm the perfect start to your day." But the cold truth is many of these cereals are just glorified cookies in a bowl. We feed them to our kids, thinking we're making a healthy choice. While the athlete on the front looks appealing, the real story lies on the back. Next time you're in the kitchen, flip that box over and check the ingredient list. In many healthy cereals, sugar is the second or third ingredient, sometimes disguised under names like high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, or cane crystals. Think about that. You aren't eating breakfast. You're eating a dessert disguised as health food. Packed with refined carbs and sugar but lacking protein, your blood sugar doesn't just rise, it rockets. An hour after a big bowl of cereal, your stomach growls again. Not from hunger, but from crashing after the sugar high. Studies show that these high-sugar breakfasts trigger more cravings, leading to increased snacking and calorie intake. If the cereal aisle is a minefield, what's the safe zone? Plain oatmeal, the kind you actually cook, is a fiber powerhouse. Pair it with a banana for natural sweetness, or opt for boiled eggs and sweet potato, kamodi. These are high-octane fuels that provide steady energy until lunch. If you have kids, This is the perfect opportunity for kitchen bonding. Instead of just pouring milk into a bowl, involve them in peeling bananas or boiling eggs. You're teaching them how to fuel their bodies for life. The lesson here is simple. Stop buying into the front of the box. The front is the advertisement, the back is the truth. If the sugar content per serving is hitting double digits, put it back on the shelf. You deserve a breakfast that actually feeds your body, not one that just feeds a sugar addiction. So, before you pour that next bowl, ask yourself, is it breakfast or is it a candy bar with milk? Now get ready, because food number 5 is the one that's going to make you rethink your entire grocery list. Let's go. Food number 5, the salad dressing sabotage. All right, we've reached number 5, the ultimate heartbreak, store-bought salad dressings. You're at a restaurant or making dinner and feel proud for choosing the salad over fries, but then you reach for that bottle of creamy ranch or sweet Thousand Island. In that moment, you sabotage your entire meal, like buying a luxury electric car, but fueling it with dirty coal. We think dressings are just condiments, but they're often the most dangerous thing on the plate. Why? Most bottled dressings are built on refined seed oils and hidden sugars like soybean oil, canola oil, and corn syrup, ingredients that trigger massive inflammation in your body. Have you ever looked at the calorie count on a low-fat dressing? To make up for the lack of fat, they pump it full of sugar. You might as well be pouring melted candy over your spinach. By the time you're done drizzling, that healthy salad has more sugar than a donut and more processed fat than a burger. You're eating junk food in disguise, and your liver is the one that has to pay the price to filter out all those preservatives. The back to basics fix. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should eat dry leaves, you just need to stop trusting the bottle. Making a dressing is so simply, it's almost criminal. All you need is extra virgin olive oil, a squeeze of calamansi or lemon, and a pinch of salt and pepper. That's it. This is the secret sauce of the healthiest people in the world. Olive oil is a good fat that helps your body absorb vitamins from vegetables. You get flavor, nutrients, and avoid the chemical cocktail in the grocery aisle. It doesn't need to be complicated to be delicious. But hold on, family. If you think we've covered all the fake health foods, think again. We're only halfway through our list of deceptive killers. The next few items are foods we often give to our kids in their lunch boxes, thinking we're doing them a favor. Once you see the truth about these items, you might never look at your pantry the same way again. Are you ready for the real shockers? Stick around, because one of these foods might be something you're eating every single day without a second thought. Let's keep going. Food number 6, the yogurt dessert deception. Number 6 on our list is a food that has one of the strongest health halos in the world, flavored yogurt. Mention the word yogurt, and our brains automatically think, that's healthy, that's great for my digestion, and it's the perfect light snack. Parents buy it for their kids, athletes eat it after a workout, and it's the go-to breakfast for people trying to lose weight. We see the pictures of fresh strawberries and blueberries on the container, and we think we're doing our gut a massive favor. But family, we need to talk about what's actually inside those little plastic cups, because not all yogurt is created equal, and some of them are closer to a milkshake than a health food. The sugar versus soda reality. Here is the shocking truth you won't see in the commercials. Many fruit-flavored yogurts are loaded with so much sugar, they are literally as sweet as dessert. A small cup of flavored yogurt can contain more sugar than a small can of soda. You think you're taking care of your gut health, but you're actually feeding your system a sugar bomb. High sugar intake can harm good bacteria in your gut, so while you're consuming yogurt for probiotics, the sugar cancels out the benefits. You're not healing your stomach, you're just giving it a sugar rush disguised as a health snack. Does this mean you have to stop eating yogurt? Absolutely not. Just switch to the plain, unsweetened version. It may be tart and tangy, but that's because it's real food. If you can't handle the sourness, take that plain yogurt and add your own fresh fruit, real strawberries, real bananas, or a drizzle of raw honey. This way, you get the fiber and nutrients without the processed corn syrup. It's the difference between feeding your body and fooling your tongue. Remember the golden rule of nutrition. Real healthy food doesn't need to be over-sweetened to taste good. If it tastes like a treat, your body is going to treat it like a treat by spiking your insulin and storing fat. Stick to the plain stuff keep it natural, and let your gut actually do its job. Your digestion and your waistline will thank you. Food. Number 7, the white bread energy leak. Number 7 is something that's probably on your table every morning. White bread and bakery products. Whether it's your favorite pandesal, a soft white loaf, or flaky pastries, they're staples in our daily life. Having them once in a while, not a crime. But when they become your go-to every day, the safety disappears. Refined white bread is like paper fire. It burns fast and hot, but dies out instantly. Stripped of fiber, your body digests it almost like pure sugar, causing your blood sugar to spike and give you a tiny burst of energy. But 30 minutes later, crash. You feel hungry again, your brain gets foggy, and you reach for a second snack just to stay awake. You're not actually hungry. You're just on a blood sugar roller coaster. If you've ever felt mentally exhausted after a big lunch, check your bread. That white flour is empty energy. Whenever possible, choose whole grains or cut back on heavy white rolls. It's a game changer for your focus and waistline. Sometimes it's not about not eating enough, it's about eating the wrong kind of fuel. Switch the fuel and you'll fix the focus. Don't let your breakfast steal your afternoon energy. Food number 8, the fake spark. Number 8 is the emergency button we all hit too often: energy and sports drinks. When we feel that afternoon slump, we reach for a can or grab a neon-colored sports bottle after sweating. We think we're boosting our bodies, but are we really, or just putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound? Most of these drinks are liquid stress, loaded with massive amounts of caffeine and sugar. You get that spark, your heart races and your eyes pop open, but it's an artificial high. You aren't truly energetic, your body is just in chemical panic. When that panic wears off, you crash hard. Daily consumption taxes your heart and wrecks your sleep cycle. For 99% of us, plain water is all we need to stay hydrated and alert. Remember, not everything that gives you a boost gives you health. Don't mistake heart palpitations for vitality. Stick to water and let your body find its natural rhythm. Food. Number 9, the refined oil trap. Number 9 is a silent intruder in almost every kitchen: refined vegetable oils. We often hear vegetable and think it's healthy, but don't be fooled. Canola, soybean, and corn oils aren't from fresh salads. They undergo high-heat chemical processes before reaching your pantry. By the time they hit your pan, they've lost their natural benefits and are filled with omega-6 fatty acids, triggering chronic inflammation. Think of inflammation as your body's fire alarm. A little is okay, but a constant alarm leads to serious health issues. You don't have to stop cooking, but avoid reusing oil as it creates toxic compounds. Instead, choose virgin olive oil or coconut oil. They're more stable and natural for your body. Before you pour that oil for your next meal, ask yourself, is this fuel or is it just friction? True health isn't just about what you cook. It's about the balance of the ingredients you choose. Choose wisely. Food number 10, the margarine myth. And finally, the 10th item on our list, the one we were told for decades was the healthy choice: margarine and butter alternatives. For years, we were taught to fear butter and reach for that yellow tub, marketed as heart healthy. But let's be honest, margarine isn't food, it's an industrial invention. These alternatives are highly processed and often contain traces of trans fats that are worse for your arteries than natural fat. It appears safe and spreads easily, but it's far from natural. Remember, it's better to have a tiny amount of something real than a mountain of something fake. By opting for these engineered alternatives, we aren't saving our hearts. We're giving our bodies a chemical puzzle. You don't have to ban it forever, but the real danger isn't the pork belly you eat occasionally. It's the fake healthy foods you spread on your toast every morning. Awareness is key. Healthy labels can trick us, hiding sugars, preservatives, and additives that don't belong in our bodies. So don't let the marketing do the thinking for you. Be a detective. Read the back of the box, not just the flashy colors on the front. Because at the end of the day, your health is your most valuable asset. Don't trade it for a convenient lie. Wow. We just covered a lot, from the hidden syrup in dressings to the chemical cocktail in cereal and those fake healthy margarine tubs. If there's one takeaway from this video, let it be this. The label on the front is an advertisement, but the list on the back is the truth. We've been taught to fear natural fats like pork while inviting processed traders into our kitchens daily. It's time to stop the cycle and fuel your body with real single-ingredient foods. I don't just want you to watch, I want you to take action. Here's your 7-day Real Food Challenge. For the next week, pick just one item from this list, maybe the 3-in-1 coffee or white bread, and swap it for a whole food alternative. Just one. Experience how much your energy levels and that brain fog improve when you reduce internal inflammation. Are you in? If you're taking the challenge, comment, "I'm in right now," so we can support each other. If you found this video eye-opening, do me a massive favor and smash that like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this health information actually matters, and it helps us reach more families who might be struggling with these same hidden health traps. And if you haven't yet, join our community by hitting subscribe. We're on a mission to simplify health and expose the lies of the food industry, and you do not want to miss our next deep dive. Remember, your health is a journey, not a sprint. Small changes today lead to a completely different life a year from now. Take care of your body, because it's the only place you have to live. I'm your name, channel name, and I'll see you in the next one.